Turning booze into medicine. Stay tuned and you'll find out how. Hi folks, welcome to Set Apart Homestead. It is how to make corn liquor. No, just kidding. YouTube, don't censor me. I'm just joking. Today we're going to make an herbal tincture. And they're super easy. I've talked about them before, and every time I think about making the video, something else comes up to make a different one. But anyways, a lot of people wonder about tinctures, and it sounds like some kind of voodoo stuff and how difficult it is, and you must have a science background to make a tincture, and it's super easy. A tincture is basically an extraction of the plant using a hard liquor. And the hard liquor acts as a solvent, and it breaks down that plant matter a lot better. So it's extracting much more of the medicines out of the plant, creating a much more concentrated, in the end, a much more concentrated medicine. And then the alcohol also acts as a preservative, and as long as there's the percentage of alcohol is high enough, that tincture should be able to last for a very long time, well past 40 years if it's stored properly. So tinctures are an amazing way to get a good dose of medicine from the plants because, a lot of times while a certain plant can be good medicine, you have to take so much of it, you might have to be drinking several cups of tea a day numerously, whereas a tincture, because it's much more concentrated, you only need drops of it or maybe a teaspoon or two for even a stronger dose. And it all depends on the actual plant that you're extracting. So they're very good at that. You can store a lot of medicine in a small amount of space for a very long time. So from a preparedness standpoint, tinctures are amazing because they will last so long, but they're also just great because it's utilizing the medicine that's all around us, growing everywhere, and turning that plant into something that will actually heal our bodies or make us stronger. So today, what I'm doing, something I got from Star West Botanicals, and it's one of the companies that I buy from the most with plants, with herbs, and there's a lot of places out there to get them. And but I like this one. You don't have to use that one. There's another one called Rose Mountain Herbs. Name almost slipped my mind there. And there's a few other smaller companies. This one has some pretty good prices. Most everything they sell is certified organic, that kind of stuff. So we're going to use this. Now, this is Ashwagandha root. Ashwagandha root, it's an Indian herb from India. It is like ginseng. In fact, it's called an Indian ginseng. It helps build, calms your nerves for one thing. And it can also, build energy. So it's calming, it helps in stressful situations, reduce stress, and it builds natural energy. So from a prepper standpoint, this could be very good because if SHTF happens, you're going to be stressed and you need energy. And this is a natural way to use it. It doesn't have any known interactions with medications that I have ever read. Now, I'm not a doctor, and this is not any kind of medical advice or anything like that. So don't take it as that way. This is just what I do. So anyways, tinctures are real simple. It's basically the plant in a jar with alcohol. So let's talk about the alcohol. This here is just vodka. This isn't top shelf, expensive vodka. It's not the cheapest, but I have used the cheapest before. And it really doesn't matter so much. All you want is something, this is a 40%. That's usually my standard, is using a 40%, and most herbalists do. You can get the preservative qualities as low as about 25 to 30%, but most everything nowadays, your vodkas and your whiskeys and your rums, are usually between 35 and 40%, so it's easiest just to go with that. It doesn't matter so much what kind you use. Something like rum, you're going to get the flavor, so if you like the rum better, whiskey will work. Anything like that that has at least around 30% alcohol will work. So the difference is only in the flavor itself. In my personal opinion, because I don't like to drink any alcohol, other than for medicinal reasons. I'm only taking a few drops, so I don't really care. So I just get the vodka because it's kind of more neutral in flavor. And so, if you want to get expensive kind, you can, but it's not necessary. And like I said, this was, a medium, I don't know, I don't drink it, but it wasn't the cheapest, but it was on sale. So, it's a better quality, I think, that's on sale, but the brand does not matter. Now, this is root. And root, there is a difference when you're doing root versus leaf, and then whether you're using dry versus fresh. So as a root, because it's a more concentrated part of the plant, you're not going to put as much in it. With leaf, because it's dried and it doesn't take up as much bulk, you're not going to put as much as you would if it was fresh. But you'd put more in it than you would for root. I'm sorry, I'm being confusing, aren't I? So anyways, with the leaf of an herb, you can use fresh in a tincture because the tincture will preserve it. You don't want to use oil or vinegar or something like that if the herb is fresh. You need to dry it just a little bit because the moisture in the herb can mold. Whereas with alcohol, it won't mold. So if you wanted to use a fresh herb to make your tincture, that's okay. Most people dry it a little bit. But this is root, and so I would put maybe this is a 2-quart jar, and I would fill it up maybe about 1/4 of the way. So let's go ahead and do that. A little bit more. So, you know what? I'm going to pour it all in there. Whoa! I made a mess because it's close. So it's actually about 1/3, and that's okay. And then what you're going to do simply is fill it all the way up to about 1/2 inch from the top with alcohol, seal it off, and for the next 4 to 6 weeks, every day or so, go in there and shake it up to move it around. It needs to be kept out of the sunlight and in moderate temperatures. And 4 to 6 weeks, you're going to open it up and strain off the solids to where you only have the liquid left, and that is your tincture. It's really super simple, guys and gals. People get kind of freaked out about this, and they think that, it's so difficult, and it's not. I should have taken the little stopper thing because that's annoying that it's taking this long to pour. But hey, it's YouTube, so you just keep going with the flow. All right, this is how you make a tincture. This is ashwagandha. I'll leave a link to Star West in the comments below if you want to go over there and check some of this stuff out or read up on it. Like I said, it's great for men and women. It's especially great for women because it also helps balance hormones. At least so I have read. I'm no doctor. But it's good for both men and women, helping build energy, calming nerves, kind of balancing your emotional and mental stress out. So it's filled, you shake it up, and then that's it. And you let it set for 6 weeks, shake it up every day or so, and it'll be ready. So there again is how you make a tincture. It's not very difficult. You should all be doing it. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.